Hey everybody. Oh, I just saw anniversary. I keep wanting to say the anniversary, but it's just anniversary. I'm a little stunned. Um, wow. So everything in this movie was what I had hoped for that I didn't get in One Battle After Another. One Battle After Another drove me a little crazy because kind of a cartoonish view of revolution and change, and the characters had cartoonish values with no real moral depth or conviction. And I felt like the movie itself was saying all resistance against tyranny is futile and endless, and the people involved in it, their motivations are purely selfish and easily susceptible to corruption and their own selfish needs. And then there's like no character buildup, no for why they choose to change their personality. There's no real moral depth of them pondering why they're doing what they're doing. They just do it. And then like the league of cabal of secret leaders in society are cartoonish and not out in the open and say cartoonish things, and in the end it just doesn't really feel like it had a point of view. This had a definite point of view, and it's quite a parable. I'd put it on the kind of warning that came in books like Fahrenheit 451, Kurt Vonnegut stories like Harrison Bergeron, the idea of what it looks like to be inside of the storm, of a ruling authoritarianism, and how you have to still try and do your day-to-days, but those day-to-days that used to have a wider berth every day keep shrinking inside a smaller and smaller box of what you can and cannot do. Again, Fahrenheit 451, just the idea of removing front porches as a political statement within that society, the idea of brainwashing people on holographic reality television, Harrison Bergeron covering up people's uniqueness to make everybody the same. The shrinkingness of the day-to-day, where you at first you think authoritarianism is tolerable. Sorry, I dropped my glasses. And then the compromises you make to continue to try and make it tolerable, even though it becomes intolerable. It's an interesting parallel to what you read about the rise of authoritarian governments and what it does to the people that you love who get swept up in it. The character arcs over the 5-year journey of this film are very intense. Having it all and then having it all stripped away. The phone call coming from within inside the house. The acting in this. McKenna Grace, her character arc. Congratulations, McKenna Grace, on making all these diverse roles in films this year, if you ever see this. Diane Lane, Kyle Chandler, Zoe Deutsch, and everybody's slipping my mind, but wow. It's what I really would like to say and hope, as I near 5 minutes on this, is that go see this with a deep mental preparation for its timeline. How people change, how flags change, how things change little by little over time, frog boiling in pot of water thing. What I really hope from this is that in 5 to 10 years I'll watch this again and feel better about it. I guess I'll say it like that. The same way that as a growing up and you read Animal Farm and you read all these stories that you hope those are just far off fables. This movie's intense, and it does, again, what one battle after another failed to do. And looking at why we fight, why we continue to try to hold on to the things that we once held dear, the family, even the songs that we love. And I keep thinking about that all the time too, like songs, movies that we all grew up on, the things that we counted on. And they make an appearance in this film. The family that we cling to, the people in our lives, again, the institutions that we count on. And maybe we take it all for granted is kind of the purpose of the film too, but it definitely is a point of view. So I've gone on super long. I would not suggest watching this with Begonia because it'll be a double feature of modern parables. So, okay. Anniversary. Intense. Great job, everybody in the film. Great job, directors. Great job, writers. Super impressive. It must have taken a lot out of all of you at the end of every day. You must have wanted to all bond and hang out at a tavern afterwards just to shake this off, because phenomenal, everybody. Great job.